And then after passing through all the stages of the plant kingdom, it has the next awakening of consciousness, which we call the animal kingdom. The difference being the separation of the mechanism of mind, the vertebra and the nervous system. That is a mechanism to differentiate the workings of the senses and the mind, which was not there in the plant kingdom. Now, after undergoing the various stages of the animal kingdom, it has the next awakening called the human awakening, and we are in the human kingdom. And the difference between the lower kingdoms and the human kingdom is that the human kingdom knows its own existence, whereas the other kingdoms know only the existence of the environment, including the animals. The animal can know its master, can recognize the place of his master's house, it can recognize its food, drink, its mate, everything except the fact that it exists. Even during pain, it feels the pain, but it cannot understand that it exists. So, the awakening that I am existing is the first feature of the human kingdom. And then the capability of understanding what is desirable and what is not is the second feature of human awakening. The human being has the capacity to know what is good to him and what is not, what is to be accepted for his welfare and what is not. Though it takes many births and rebirths for him to be able to use this capability, from the beginning of the human evolution, the human being is having this capability. Every human being knows what is good to itself and what is bad, what is to be selected and what is to be rejected, what is it that contributes to his happiness and welfare and what not. The knowledge is there as the grain of a seed, but he is not in a position to use his own knowledge until he is a little more evolved. That means through some thousands of births and rebirths. So, there comes a stage when what is called the creative will is awakened. Before that, man will be living with his intelligence. He will be learning many things, knowing many sciences, discovering much technology, has a very civilized way of living along with others. But the will which gives him the capability of acting according to desirability is still dormant until some more thousands of births and rebirths. So that we know many good things, we know that we have to behave in a particular way, we know the scriptures, we know the gospel, we know the Sermon on the Mount, we know that we have to love our neighbor, but we have no date from which we make a beginning. But we are satisfied that we know many good things. We are satisfied that we know philosophy. We are satisfied that we have studied the gospel. We are satisfied to have the picture of the Christ in our house or the cross in our neck. Of course, outside, not inside. But to have it inside, something more is to awaken in us. That is what we call a day to begin to live the life of God. For that we require an additional sense which is not there for many thousands of births with us. That sense is what great people call the